Morning. Right, there we go. I was gonna scream or something, do something ear rapey because it's obviously so quiet. But I thought, you know what? It's a bit early in the morning. Joe's still got his raspy 10 a.m. Oh dear. Oh, perfect. Right. Okay. Very loud, deliberate slip of water there. Right. Oh dear. What am I doing on this early? I don't know. I just woke up. I thought, oh, I'll play some games. Oh dear. Right. What was that laugh? Who knows, Wilhelm? Right. So, The Long Dark. It's been a little while since we played this. I've been reliably informed. If I actually make a new, game capture scene because all of the things are in the wrong place. Let's not fuck with the Divinity one. But a live editation here. That's what we're after. That's why we come to the Long Live Quebec Emporium. There we go. Lovely. That's all proper. And then the alerts will appear in the right place, and it will all go perfect. You laugh like my grandpa. Lovely. Novi, we are blessed. We are blessed with another Q stream. We are all blessed. There's no golden llamas if I can help it. So let's jump on and resume. So, apparently there's been a couple of changes. First things first, bottom left, they've changed the user interface. We now have things on the user interface, which I may see if I can blow up for the sake of mobile users. See? He's fucking... What a thoughtful guy. What a thoughtful man. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but yeah, we'll give it a try. HUD size. Large. There you go, you see? What a nice man. Now you can kind of see what's going on there. Perfect. So, let's see what we're doing. So we've got no food in at the moment. It's reasonably light outside. We're running out of drink. We're at partly low condition.
Yeah.
Did we get in a scrap? Nate the Great. Sorry, I know that I can't read anyway, but I don't know where I've put my glasses, and it's quite early in the morning for me. So the whole seeing thing isn't really working right now, so my English is going to be even worse. Great Nate says, or the Nate the Great, see, we're already off to a flying start. Glad to catch you live, looking forward to the chaos. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Anything about chaos? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. I wake up, play some relaxing, he does air quotes, relaxing The Long Dark. They also said there was various bug fixes. I can only hope for the sake of my blood pressure that they fix the growling sound that happens when you come out of the door. That's going to be a real boon if that's the case. A few Wolfensteins. There's a few wolves over there. I don't know whether you can hear that. It's quite quiet. Okay, so what are we doing? We've got some Mouldy Rabbit on the go. We're just going to eat and drink. We'll go and get some water in a moment. It's not like a huge deal. We just got to get through some of our supplies. Water. I tell you, that was me this morning. Me and Catler stayed up until 5 in the morning playing Total War Warhammer. I'm playing the Lizardmen, the Last Defenders. Shit's OP, yo. Really fucking is. Takes ages to get their late tier buildings though. So I'm kind of like sort of all over the place. Not really living, not really dead. So we'll see how we get on. Have you left my glasses on the floor again, my chap? I really done with them. Let me see if I can find them. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello? Chocolates? Are they? Ah! Hat's hiding them. You arsehole. Look at that. Hiding on the shelf. Guilty. A crime. That isn't Satan, by the way. That's Pepper. That's the other cat. The incredibly needy, clingy cat that scratches at the door every morning to come in and have a cuddle on the bed. That's... Oh, and she don't stop. She has to get her fix in the morning. It's like catnip. She's got to come in. She's got to have the cuddle. Oh, it's unbearable. Right. Okay, so let's grab some water. I do have a couple of litres of potable water. And I have no idea what the plan is for today. I just thought I'd load this up, experience some survival game, as it were. And we're a little bit tired. I think we've just come back from an expedition, and we do have some meat that we need to cook. So we'll see what's going on there. Dwarves OP with iron drakes and flame cannons. Yes, pretty much. Okay. Let's see. Mouldy as fuck. Let's get this stuff cooking. Let's do that. Let's start by cooking our Oh god, look at this. Beautiful sound. Let's see here. So the Great... Sorry, did I read that? Did anybody catch the name of that place? Great Bear Island. No fucking thank you. No fucking thanks at all. That is the worst possible place you could have named it. Oh my... Great Bear Island. Fuck off. Right. Oh, hello. So, what have we got? We've got Start Fire. Oh, it's all changed. You won't recognise it. Let's go. 39 cardboard matches. Do I want to use my matches? Sorry, I keep doing that weird noise. I don't know why I'm doing it. Let's go with a Fire Striker. Let's go for sticks. Don't want to use any accelerant. It's not urgent. 100% chance to light. Let's light it up. Novi, they haven't implemented that yet. Until such a time that they implement wolves stealing the food from outside, or like having a literally an army of fucking carnivorous wildlife outside, I am going to say it's fine. Trying to get used to the new interface here. It's very weird, but I like it. So we take torch, cook. No cooking slots available. Oh, here we are. So, cook. Oh, it's weird. It's very... Smells very Xbox friendly, doesn't it? It's, yes. Seems to be very console friendly, that one. I don't know why. Okay. No, that's alright. Because they've put the long dark on Xbox, haven't they? I'm not going mad.
Too much stuff to carry.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Just got to get used to the new UI now. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. We've got a fair bit to cook, actually. Cook that. Cook this one. Let's just grab a bit more firewood. And fuel. A couple more pieces. 8 hours should be plenty. Half an hour per 2. We've got plenty in there. It's a cleaner UI than the last one, though. You kind of like it. Yeah, I guess it does show what's going on, doesn't it? It's conveys what it's trying to say a bit more easily, if that's advice to my old design and technology teacher would say. To make him proud. Mr. Miller, man, was an absolute nutcase. It was great, but he was a nutcase. Once kept the entire class in at break because he felt a bad spirit in the room. I shit you not. That's... Cuckoo. Holy shit. Okay, so we're going to cook all of these off. I really don't know what I'm doing. Chef Q. Oh, we're literally just going to wander around and play shit. Just fuck around, grab some firewood, just survive, as it were. Let's see, mouldy. Well, that's only going to take 8 minutes to cook. Let's just quickly throw a fresh one in there. Wolf meat. They're now offset, so I can hopscotch between them. Thank you very much there to Hectus Erectus. What it do, Mr. Q? Who knew? No idea. We'll find out. I'm currently folding this meat like old flip-flops and just shoving them into this frying pan to cook. There we go. Pass time. I'm doing the weird noise with the mouth. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's about losing my mind. Okay, let's cook that. 20 minutes there. Grab that one, cook. Here. Grab that one. And then, I don't know what else we could do. Do we need any more water? I don't know whether you can see that, but the answer is definitely and unequivocally no. We could probably do some repairs. We're obviously going to make a bearskin hat today. Or a wool... the words! Stop it. Behave yourself. Right, fucking... losing my mind. We're going to go and make the rabbit skin hat. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's fucking Kermit the Frog or something. Hydrate Bot disagrees. I do need to have a drink, actually. I'm absolutely dying of thirst. Woke up this morning like a pharaoh. Water! Need to come back to the land of the living. So we're going to drop off all the meat that we've put outside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's either making that weird noise or going okie dokie. So I think we're going to have to embrace the weird noise. We'll go here. Well, that's... Ooh, God, can't put fucking venison in the bear meat pile. We're not savages. Or cross-contamination. Don't cross the streams. Bring you over here. Beautiful. Way too much food out here for one man to consume, but... There we go. So we got all that shit to cook. Should we do that now? Question mark, maybe? We've got cabin fever on the go, because we've been indoors for too long, apparently. We might as well get this all cooked up, because it's on the way to going bad.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
This is like an entire black bear's worth of meat, this. Got a tiptoe in. Those wolves are going to be, like, coming straight over here as soon as they catch my scent. I think I'm downwind at the moment, so it's alright.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Starting to weigh me down, carrying this entire black bear in my bag. Who knew? Who knew? Ultimate Gordon, hello! Twitch decided to tell me I've cancelled my subscription. Twitch is a filthy lie. Q's been taking my money for the last 14 months now. I've been robbing him blind for the last 14 for the last 14 months. How you doing, Gordon, mate? You good? You in good form? Man drinks loudly. I actually have the Long Dark coffee cups up here, so if I was going to have a cup of coffee this morning, I could have it in my Moose Kicks. I do actually have some coffee. I can show you the... It's literally like an American sort of porcelain-style coffee cup with that brand on it. It's literally got that moose's face on it, although it looks less, you know, silence of the, you know, dead behind the eyes. It's actually got an eyeball there in this one. But yeah, literally that brand. So I could even put it. It's more of a shelf ornament than a functional coffee cup for me. Very nice. I might even. Okay, let's see where I'm going. What am I doing? I'm wasting precious firewood. Adhesive Peach. Who are these names? These are like Xbox original names. Like what was it? Do you know when you first... I don't know whether you remember. I don't know whether they still do this. They probably do. When you first get an Xbox Live account and they just like assign you a username or something like that, or if your username's taken, I was called Raving Flamingo. The username didn't stick though. So, I ended up going for Joe, trying to go for just Joe, because I didn't have a gaming handle. The idea... It was the first time I'd ever really gamed on anything that required me to make an account. So I went for I went for Joe, but obviously Joe was taken on Xbox Live, so I ended up being J0EE 97 because that was the year I was born. I remember being really annoyed because everyone used to call me Joey. I'm like, name's not Joey. It's like, for fuck's sake, stop calling me Joey. Yeah, Joey. Right, let's cook all of this off then. Sorry, rant aside. Joey, yeah. Plain Joe. Exactly. Plain _ Joe. Raving Flamingo. That's going to be the next meme, possibly. Lovely. Right, where am I going? I'm grabbing this stuff. I totally turned around. I don't know whether you can tell. A little bit turned around this morning. Just not quite sure what's going on, what time of day it is. We've got 4 hours of that left. Got loads of fir wood, which is really good. 21:44, 21 minutes. Grab. So we're going to alternate between them now. You're just going to have to trust me. We are actually cooking. I know it doesn't look like anything, but we are actually cooking here. Going to have to spend the night outside, me possibly thinks. Just because of the fact that we're getting cabin fever. So when it actually comes around to sleeping, we'll be spending it outside, I reckon. We could even be doing this cooking outside, but frankly, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Yeah, especially now that the wind's blowing in, because they've changed the... Oh dear, terrible. We've changed the... They've changed how the temperature works outside, or how the wind affects stuff in that little outhouse building that we've got. So it's much more prudent to cook them indoors now, which is kind of annoying, but kind of okay, but really kind of annoying. Because now it means that we can't really go outside, especially in blizzards like this. Because before it was all sheltered, but they've changed it. Not super recently, but recently enough for it to be a bit of an issue. But there's a ways to go, friend. There's literally it's an entire black bear we're cooking here. On the fire, 4 hours. Fresh bear meat. The reason we have so much bear meat, and again, just meat in general, is for hides. I know it's not particularly clear, but that we are standing on. We're on a watch list somewhere for the amount of it's like we're doing it for sport at this point. But we actually just need the hides and things like that, particularly black bear hide. It's a little bit of I wouldn't call it a waste of meat, because we will eat it all eventually. We get through a hell of a lot of calories. Ye old Joe here out in the snow. But you get so much bear meat from it, and there's no point in not taking it, because it's worth just grabbing for the sake of having it. Look. We're definitely going to need to go out and get some more firewood. There we go. 6 hours, that should be enough to continue cooking on. Cook, backwards and forwards. Yep. Cook, just backwards and forwards. Because basically, if you don't cook the meat, it goes rancid really quickly, and it takes a long time to sort that shit out. So we're just going to go backwards and forwards, just keep cooking stuff. It needs to be done at about the same time.
Something's making me feel really tired.
I wonder it's because you're sleepy. Don't know. Just a thought. We're getting very thirsty. Let's just have a quick sip of water. Don't need to go all the way. Grab that. Cook. This one, there we go. Grab that. Go to here, cook again. We're getting close. We can see the herbal tea at the bottom. We're nearly there. Marvellous. Grab that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much there to Scout Ever, or Scout Everyone. Hey Q, hope to see you streaming more often. No worries, mate. This is part of a continual scheme that I've got to make for people not to waste their money. Like, people have been subbing for the last, 3 or 4 months for, a Divinity... 1 or 2 Divinity streams every, week. Which is a criminally, undercut for the sort of the £5 that you pay for. You know what I mean? For 1 or 2 Divinity streams. So, in an attempt to see, to I don't know, whatever. In an attempt to try and give people something vaguely resembling value for money in a way that, because the content's not very good, you're able to, at least, get some bang for your buck at least. Don't know why I ate that. Not the button I wanted. We'll go here. Cook. Grab this one. There. Give people something to watch. So I think pretty much everyone's on board with the Divinity streams, but again, just for the people that want a bit of a change in scenery. And that one.
Nothing to drink.
Lovely. 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 It's now actually the morning in game, so there's not going to be a huge amount that we can do. I don't want to sleep right through till night, but that's what it's looking like. Cabin fever. We're just going to tiptoe outside, even though it's fucking pitch dark. I know my way around this cabin without even looking anymore. I know it like the back of my own eyelids. Lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Hurtle's there. Thank you very much for your Twitch Prime sub for 10 months. Holy shit. Nearly a grey bear, man. Nearly made it. Nearly amongst that. I was going to call him a prestigious circle, but we both know that's a lie, isn't it? Lovely, and that one, and then I think we've earned to sleep. I do, sir. Let's have a quick drink as well. Keep with the RP.
Oh,
Deliberate slow.
Yeah.
And Anglo Fox, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, mate. Enjoy your emoticons, as it were. If I was my gran, I would call them emoticons. Right, what am I doing? What's the plan? Do I sleep outside tonight? Possibly, quite seriously, yes. I need to go and sleep out there. At least for a few hours. Great Bear Island. No, does not want. Where's the bear bedroll? There it is. Oh, was that? Ooh. That's right, we found a normal bedroll, didn't we? Joey. This is one of the most important finds of this playthrough. Let me tell you why. Let's gather round. Let me tell you why this is the most important run of this playthrough. This bedroll right here, this motherfucker, right, is basically your only way to sleep outdoors. Now, we had an alternative, which was the bearskin bedroll, which is late game crafting, essentially. And we used that to how to put it. We used it to basically survive, go on expeditions, you know, sleep where we weren't supposed to sleep, things like that. The problem was that it takes a bare skin to make a bare skin bedroll, and I can't tell you just how valuable they are. Like, bringing down a bear is like a 1 in 3, 1 in 4, 1 in 5 chance, and even then, it's bullets that you have to use, and every wasted shot, every missed chance, every hit that didn't, you know, find an organ that would shut the bear down in a single hit. You know, it was really a problem, and it chews through the fucking... So many fire pits in here. It chews through the durability of the thing, which means this thing, just a good old standard camping type bear skin roll, feels like minus 14. Ooh, it's going to be very cold. Let's sleep for... Let's go for 4 hours. It's going to be very cold. Hypothermia, that's fine. Oof. Well, we got our sleep. We didn't quite get rid of our cabin fever, actually. But we are very, very cold. Do I have anything that I can use to make a campfire? We'll take the charcoal out. Start a fire. I've only got this little book. Let's go and make a proper fire, as we're currently freezing to death. One of the negatives of that bedroll. Whoa! No, that's really bad. Holy shit. Are the wolves actually... The wolves are at my front door. Drop a decoy. Have that. Wowee. Fucking hell, that was different. Okay, not sure. Bad time to have really low durability. We'll get back to the house if we can. Go the long way round. We're quite light on our feet here. Conditions at about 10%? Less than that? 8%? Gotta get inside and warm up. This could actually be the end of the run right here.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
I've got to get back indoors and get warm. I think I'll make it before I'd, like, die. I've been playing it so long it must be summer. Yeah. I wonder why I'm freezing like that. Get indoors. Overburdened. I've just got to get in and start getting warm. That's all it is. Right, get inside. Here we are. This is fine. Quickly get a fire going. Lighter.
Turned out pretty well.
Plenty of sticks. Got to warm up quickly. There we go. Well, that was a little bit more risky than I was hoping it would be. Stay above freezing for 18 hours, but we can't go outside. Well, that was a little bit more hectic than I was planning.
I'm so tired.
But that is a little bit of a conundrum. We're exhausted as well. Really should sleep. Let's grab some water. We'll make a herbal tea here as well. Herbal tea. We'll just brew one of these quickly if the game will let us. Book a herbal tea. 7 minutes. Drink. We'll get into bed for a bit. And then we'll rest up. Benefit. Warming up. Always good to get a warm drink in. And we'll go for a full, like, 12-hour sleep if we can. We'll get our health back, don't worry. Improved rest. Lovely. Just grab a quick can. We'll get into bed. We'll sleep for, like, 12 hours. We'll stay nice and warm. We'll probably get the cabin fever affliction. But that's not too bad. Look at my health bar. I know that was a little bit more risky. A little bit more risky. There we go. Back up to full health. Just like that. So my cabin fever is quite bad, but we can probably get over this hypothermia with just a little bit of crafting. This fucking expired thing's quite annoying. How do I get rid of that? Here we are. What am I doing? I've got all of these spare matches. Got all of those spare matches. I went out and found a shitload of spare matches on my last adventure. Can't do any crafting just at the moment. We need some water. That's a good start. I've just got to stay above freezing. We'll see what the outside is like, whether it's freezing or not. Obviously need to go out there anyway to go and get some more firewood, as I've been neglecting that. Just as long as we stay above freezing. Temperature outside is about 0 degrees thanks to our warm weather gear. We do need to like patch stuff up, which is one thing. I'm curious as to why those wolves managed to congregate out here. Because that becomes slightly troublesome for me as a base location if they have actually added that they come and hunt your stuff, or they come and try and take your stuff. Now, I can kill the wolves, now that I'm back up to full health. That's not really an issue. Stay above freezing for a few hours. I might just spend a little bit of tonight out here. Let's go and grab some fire-making material from inside. We'll go and light a fire back under the cabin there. Try and stay warm. It's so dark. Hang on. Where's the lantern? Not that one. That's a flare. Just a little bit of... Let's grab a little bit more lighter fluid. Got a few bottles of it here. Just fill the lantern up. Tools. Where are you? Actions. Refuel. Right, so let's grab just a few fire-making supplies. I've got enough of them. Grab a few sticks, a couple of pieces of that, and then let's head back out there. Just light a fire, get warm. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Nicky Hick, relaxing is not... I'm glad it's relaxing for you. It's not relaxing for me at all. He nearly just died then. 30... Look. Getting paranoid now. I thought those like reeds over there were like fucking wolf legs. Well, we may get a visit yet. We don't really need to eat just yet. We can eat later when we wake up. It depends which game mode you play, Zwart. It's either going to be... Is it? Did I say that right? Zwart? Yes. Zwart, even. Yeah, so you've either got the survival mode, which is literally just last until you can't last no more, which I hasten to say, outside of mistakes, is going to be a while for this run. And then there's the... Oh, okay, let's light a fire. Let's go for a cattail head. We want to save our matches, so we're going to go and use a... Well, not use a magnifying glass, but we'll use a fire striker. Lovely. Come on. There we go, we got it. So there's no wind or anything at the moment. We're just going to use this to stay warm. We're going to stay outside for a little while. Just, you know, rub our hands together. Add fuel. A couple of cedar limbs. A couple of pieces of those. A couple of pieces of that. And the sticks. 8 hours. It's going to be quite warm. We might even be able to get some sleep out here, to be fair. 17 degrees. Let's go for an 8-hour sleep. Hypothermia healed. Cabin fever's well on the way down there. It's first thing in the morning. Need to go and get a drink. Need to grab some food. Let's see. We'll go and get a coffee. Coffee might warm us up. Hypothermia is sorted at least. We just need to go out and chop some firewood. That's something that we can use to pass the time. What's visibility like? I mean, it's not bad. Still very much early morning. We'll just pass time for a little bit. Just spend a couple of hours just... There we go. Just passing the time. Very calorie inefficient, but sometimes it's just what you need to do. There we go. Sunlight's getting all sorted there. We'll pick up our bedroll. Cabin fever is gone now. No more cabin fever. The wind's just starting to pick up as well, which means our campfire was at risk of blowing out. Basically, depending on which way the wind's blowing is which campfire I get to use. although I haven't entirely worked out that system yet. What's the wind chill like blowing over the mountains? It feels like a very reasonable minus 17 degrees centigrade. We're going to go inside, do some crafting, repair our clothing. We're definitely at a sort of a turning point in the weather. I'm just going to close my blind a little bit as well. Just because the sun is moving across the sky. It's found a gap in the blinds to come and poke me in the eyeball. So we're going to go this way. Lovely. Is it possible to get heat stroke in this game? No. A toasty, warmed 14 degrees, or minus 17 degrees centigrade, yep. Very nice, very, very nice. There's not many places you can make a base in this game, let me tell you that for nothing. And this is one of the few places, but if they add the ability for wolves and things like that to get all up in your yo grill, it's particularly bad there. If they ever add the day that cabin can burn down through negligent fire making, that's the day. That's the day this run ends. Okay, so what have we got? We've got Rancid, my favourite. Let's look at it. 29% condition. My favourite. Love ticking off Rancid stuff. Quite a lot of this wolf meat's getting on the way out, so we'll just grab a couple of new pieces and then head inside. Go for 3 new pieces. Again, it's all starting to go bad, but because of our cooking skill, you know, generally speaking, we don't get too ill off of it. Okay, so in terms of clothing and material, obviously we're going to have a quick drink first. I'll probably whip up a coffee as well, just so our fatigue doesn't get too low while we're doing this, because obviously it's quite a demanding little chore, this one. So 5 cups of Moose Kicks coffee. We'll get a brew going, grab a stick, grab a piece of reclaimed wood, start a fire, use a cattail, use the stick because it's got a better chance to light, save the matches, use the fire. In fact, do we want to use the fire striker? No, let's use some of the matches. The fire striker's quite good at lighting fire, even in high wind. Matches, whew, cardboard match, shit, gone. So we should probably use some of the cardboard matches before we use much else, actually, now that I give it some thought. Save our fire striker. Okay, 6 of that. We're going to add some fuel, a little bit of reclaimed wood. Don't want to really add that other one yet, the fire making guide. Have ourselves literally right from the tin. Nice swig of coffee. There we go. Benefit warming up. So, first things first, we want to manufacture some brand new material or some new supplies. We need to get ourselves lots of repairable stuff. These boots are in pretty bad nick. We want to get those fixed up. The socks as well. We're wearing 2 hats. We want to get those patched up. So we're going to need 4 or 5 pieces of cloth, another bit of that. I don't know whether I'd patched this up yet. I'd probably try to if I could. So let's go with let's go with 5 pieces of cloth to begin with. We're going to need a deer hide, a cured one. And then we're going to need some guts, I believe. Goes pile of guts there. Let's get over here. So we want this guy, actions, repair. 95% chance of success. With a sewing kit. Lovely, just keep our feet nice and warm. Now we need a rabbit hide. We've got a handful of these hiding around here. Cured one there. Another gut. Let's repair our rabbit skin mittens. 25 minutes to repair, 95% chance of success. Wonderful. There we go. So that's up to 81% now, which is reasonable. The boots are up to 99%, which again is pretty good. I don't really want to repair this one yet. It's not urgent, so I don't think I will. These ear warmers are just a very sort of helpful way to keep your temperature above freezing. Just another piece of clothing in the accessory slot to those ear warmers. Although they're quite demanding in terms of the cloth, it's an extra degree, an extra ½ degree wind chill. Some, you know, not very resistant to water, but a little bit of protection. 1%. I mean, who can argue? So that's all sorted there. That's there. That's all the really low condition stuff. We'll repair the socks as well. Got to get that done. Right. And more importantly, this hat here. Might have to do this 2 times. Because I don't have many replacement hats. King Q in chat there. Did the game receive an update in the last month or so? The interface seems different than the last one. Yes, it did receive an update. We now have a rabbit skin hat, actually. So I didn't even need to repair that. We've got a rabbit skin hat we can make. Let's see what the facility... Oh my god, it's beautiful. 3 rabbit hides and a cured gut. Let's make that. I have 3 rabbit hides somewhere on this infernal floor. That's a cured rabbit one. They do exist. That one there. There we go. And this one. Let's make ourselves a rabbit skin hat. The full 3.5 hours. Use the sewing kit. Beautiful. Marvellous. A rabbit skin hat. That looks awesome. Let's get that on. A rabbit skin hat. Where? Oh my god. The ear warmers look a bit funny. But that looks cool as hell. I like that. That's wicked. Right. Do we have like a scarf or anything? I do have some scarves, but they're only the thin scarves, not the good scarves. Or a decent wool scarf. How good is that in comparison? Where am I going? Going to this tab. Decent wool scarf. Not as good. Not as good in any way, actually. Those ear warmers look hilarious. Right. So, really all we can look at is whether or not the condition lasts on those. I can hope that it will, but again, beggars cannot be choosers. I'm actually going to put this one away and put the 100% one on. Because that's the one I don't have on. There we go. Dressed in the skin of our enemies, like some weird cannibal. Still need some underleggings for this guy, like, it's honestly. Like, I've got some thermal leggings there, I've got like a thick fisherman's top. Thin wool sweater. Do I have anything better to replace that? The answer is not really. A lot of the shit I ripped up for the scrap material. So yeah, the thin wool jumper is all I've got. We're quite thirsty, let's grab another drink. Did I have all my coffee? Just a coffee cup. Huh. Let's have some coffee then. We'll head out into the day. Reduced fatigue. Let's grab a bit more of this. We've got all of that. We've got our new hat on. We've got the spare cloth. We'll just take the spare cloth. We'll leave the bedroll behind. Yeah, again, even though it means I need a shitload of firewood to stay warm, this bedroll was worth it. Not having to, not having to harvest material, or not having to waste a bear skin, is just too important in my book. So I've got a little bit of water. I've got a little bit of food. Let's just have one of these small ones. I might check the rabbit snares. I think I've got a few rabbit snares out back of the house. We'll check those. Very sexy, yeah. My sexy new hat. Fucking beautiful. Look at those. Look at the way he wears those ear warmers. Magical. Okay. I can't remember whether I left the rabbit snares out last time. I, with some level of certainty, think that I did. They both wrestled free. Okay, well, we'll reset them then. We'll take the snares, campcraft, there. Likely just blew apart in the wind, to be fair. And then this guy, campcraft. Those two spots have been doing really well for us. I might go and lay some rabbit snares down by the other cave down there, because there are a few rabbits that hang out this way. This is our little charcoal dump. We'll put some charcoal here. I think I picked up a load of it. There we go. 2 kilograms worth of charcoal. Charcoal's used for like mapping positions and things like that. Different locations on the map, and once you use a bit of charcoal, it's consumed. It isn't, you know, comes all porous and rough, and you're not able to write with it. It's like the charcoal dust that's on it that essentially lets you use it like a graphite pencil, the lack of a better term. We might keep this book with us just because they do light quite well in a pinch. I've got the water, just get the snares, and we'll head out. How do I not have underleggings? I just couldn't find any. I literally couldn't find any. I don't know why I couldn't find any. I just could not get my hands on any. Really annoying. But not the end of the world. Right then, we've got our bow. We've got 3 arrows, I think, of reasonably good condition. I don't really want to go and hunt anything, but ultimately it's not, you know, a huge issue. Just in case the wolves come after us, as I say, the protection of our clothing is quite important. Can you get addicted to coffee in this game? No. I can't say that you can. Do you actually get addicted to coffee? Like, I know, obviously, I think people are inclined to say yes, but can you actually get, like, addicted to it? Like, addicted. Like, I know some people go like, oh, you know, I must have my off-brand cereal in the morning, but is it actually addictive to the point where, you know, like, I don't know, like, a general life question. I honestly don't know. It's actually addictive. You can actually get addicted to it. That's really weird, isn't it? Caffeine and all. So so it would be the caffeine that makes it addictive. It's not unique to, say, coffee. So it's just the caffeine. Okay. See, I remember we really shouldn't have done it, but you know, it's always a good laugh at work. Our boss, he's a diabetic. He has been for a few years, and he said he wanted a drink. We got him this, I think, Lewis Hamilton Monster. Oh my god! It's like this thing was like diesel. It was like a jet fuel. It was unbelievable. He said I couldn't sleep for 2 days. Couldn't sleep. Oh dear! Just fucking give him a load of shit. Fantastic. Or the sugar, yeah. Just man, it was awful. Poor guy. Okay. Right, let's see. All that time when he asked for a hot chocolate from the vending machine, so we topped it up with a shot of pure espresso. He had like goggle eyes for the whole day. Oh, I can't blink. I can't do it. Oh, it's just I love my job. So it seems weird because again, it is just like of just working in a shop, but the characters that I get to work with are absolutely hilarious. Okay, so where am I stumbling around to? A little bit turned around, actually. I'm not sure which way I have stumble-dumbled. Well, I think I know, actually. That's the gorge. The thoroughfare, as it were. We're actually just on a quest for firewood. We'll come back this way. Just for larger branches and things. I'm afraid to report, Dave, that we have had no bears. No bears at the moment. It's actually been quite quiet, apart from nearly dying at the start of the run there, because that was the first time we'd used our normal bedroll outdoors. It's not actually gone too badly, all things considered. We want to go further into the woods here, down this way. This is where some of the larger fir limbs and cedar limbs drop. What difficulty are we playing on? We are playing on Stalker, the hard mode. There is one mode harder than this called Interloper, which is well out of my league. Like that's, you know, if I didn't kill a black bear, I would. I'd twat you with an arrow, but I don't need that food at the moment. I should really get it while it's there, but the problem is a lot of my... We went through, like, about a month ago in game, we went through a serious, you know, load of harvesting. Like, we went out and we killed, like, something, like, pretty much every day. They've changed the 3D model for that, or the, sorry, well, 3D model. They've changed the model for that. It's really nice. Have they made it so that... See, I'd really like it so that, because I'm wearing sort of these mittens and whatever, I really want the... I know it's a lot of work, but I really want the UI, my hands, to reflect what I'm wearing. That would be... Immersion. Immersion would be very happy with that. Go around chopping these up. We want the big branches. We actually want, like, limbs of firewood. We don't want just branches and sticks and things like that. We actually want the meat and gravy, as it were. Sun's going down. We spent a lot of the day sleeping, so again, we're just trying to top up our firewood supply. We've got plenty back at the house, but firewood's one of those things that you can never have too much of. Let's go over here. Have I got a full set of tools yet? I think I've got a full set of tools, yeah. My issue is that I need whetstones and things to stay in the running. Terrain odor. Wait, watch out for the Great Bear. There's something called the Great Bear Island, so I'm not in. Oh, hello. Very pink. Very pink. Just grab a few more and then we'll double back to the house before it really starts to get cold. It's already sort of dipping down to 8 degrees centigrade. Top that up. Marvellous. Down to 7. We'll see if we can find a couple on the way back as well for the return. 3 pieces of firewood. Not a bad haul. I can already see a couple as we zigzag our way over, so... What was in that herbal tea I drank earlier? Who truly knows? The whole island you're on is called Great Bear Island. Is that right? Oh, I see. So the actual setting. So we're actually on an island right now. Sorry, as in, like, not just this biome, but the area as a whole. So the actual world, should we call it the world? The province I'm in is actually an island, Great Bear Island. That's quite cool. It's quite cool. Let's see. NL Blade. A Q stream in the afternoon during the week. Who are you and how did you hack Q's account? His password is 1234. And he keeps tape recording full of tape recordings full of generic responses spoken badly so that I can play them at random times using a soundboard. Yes, I do like pasta salad. Right, so we'll go up here and then we'll go over to the house there again. Very dark, lots of snow. A little bit thirsty. Just a little bit thirsty. We'll go back inside. Keeps recordings of football. I don't keep recordings of football. I stream the football. No, nobody keeps recordings anymore, unless for the dark day that the internet goes off and there's nothing to do. Right, we'll go up and over the hill, then we'll go down on the other side, and then life's good. The game did get a new patch, Blade, you are right. The temp, the tiredness meters have all been moved. Yes, you can obviously see now they're part of a sort of a more permanent interface that lets you see exactly what your condition is. I've made that larger for the sake of people using mobile or just watching it in windowed mode or vice versa, just to make their viewing experience a bit more reasonable. There's a wolf still around. We're just going to grab this here bit of firewood. I'm not sure what the plan will be tomorrow. When the sun comes up. I don't have much to do. Make arrowheads or something, I guess. Still positive 4 degrees.
This bag is getting too heavy to carry.
Yes. There's the house. Stumble on over this way. The window's lighting up like a bastion of hope. I don't... as somebody was saying that... the windows light up on the Trapper's Homestead because of the way the main menu works, because the main menu literally uses this building. And to give it sort of the ambience on the main menu, they made it so that the windows light up. But it's, if nothing else, it's like a lighthouse in the dark. It's like just how dark it is, it'd be quite easy to stumble past and not even know it was there if the lights weren't on. So it really is a beacon of hope if you're ever lost out this way, because there's really not much. Like, if you don't know your way around and you're lost in this part of the map, like, this house is literally more of a lighthouse than Desolation Point. In we go. Lovely. We'll go... oh, actually, I do need to... do I have any food on me? Let's see. No, I've got plenty of food. Let's eat the rancid stuff. We'll have another piece, and then we'll go to bed. Marvellous. Let's see. Let's fire up the old lantern. Won't use it for too long. Just grab a couple bottles of water, drink, go to bed, wake up, and then decide what we're going to do with the next day.
Feels like a lot of gear.
We'll drink. Lovely. And we'll nose down, as it were. Rig ship for ultra quiet, as it were. Settle in for as much of a sleep as the game will give me. We'll wake up sometime in the early morning, or the late morning. Anything else in the game that we should know about? They added a hat, a bearskin hat. We've made it already. The warmth made from rabbit fur. It takes 3 pieces of rabbit hide to craft. So far, still on 100% condition. Quite warm, all things considered. Plus 2 degrees from a hat is nothing to scoff at. 4% protection, reasonably water resistant, doesn't slow you down at all. Very, very good. Apart from a few other bug fixes and things like that, there's not really much else to note, or at least nothing to note that I can remember. I'm sure some of the more vigilant and aware people in chat will be able to fill you in on any more of the interesting details that might be about. Just want to double check that my rifle's still sitting down the back here. It certainly is. So, I wonder if that's fixed now. I wonder if that won't freak out. All these sewing kits that I've got. I'm so happy to have all those sewing kits. These whetstones as well. 1, 2, 3 whetstones. These are all dead whetstones. That's a spare whetstone as well. I think, is that my current one? Is that one part used? No. But like, the whetstones are going to be so important for keeping my axes and the knives sharp. I might even give them a quick whetstone session this morning. It's still got the face. Yeah, it's still got the face. A bear... Did I say bearskin? Sorry. A rabbit skin hat. A rabbit skin hat. We're still overburdened. Oh, I didn't drop off my firewood. We'll go check the rabbit snares as well. We put a couple of rabbit snares out last night. I don't imagine they would have caught much yet, but we might as well check the snares. So, a buttload of firewood. We'll drop that all over here. This tab... Oh, yes, 15. This fir wood... That's the good shit. Really hard wood, that. And that's going to... Yes, that's... yes. Yes, very hard wood. Yeah, we're going to go and check on the rabbit snares. We're going to leave that there. Okay, so we'll check the ones behind the house, then we'll go over to where we know the wolves are and the deer and so on, and we'll go from there. What have we got? Do we have any winners? We do! We have one winner, at least. Are you with us? Reset this snare. Marvelé. We'll go and check on the other snares. We'll take this rabbit with us. It's ultimately not a huge issue. Wolves will get aggressive to us as we go over that way, but they shouldn't really stick around. They're quite squirrely little fuckers. We'll just get the bow out in case we need to plonk one in the eyeball. Like I say, we've not recently killed the... we have recently killed the black bear, so I'm not expecting that to be here anytime soon, unless for some reason the patch has like reset its its spawn timer. I'm really not expecting it to see it again, to be honest. It gets longer and longer in between bears taking up residence in that cave. And we're already very late in the game. There's really not much wildlife left in the world. There's obviously a couple of deers and things, but these things aren't here all of the time. I haven't seen a deer in this clearing in like a month, which is why it's kind of important that I should really snag it now. But at the same time, I just don't need any more supplies. Like, I've got so much deer, like hide and things like that, back at the house. Looks like one of the snares has been successful. What about the other snare? No, the other snare's not quite worked, but this one has. So, 2 out of 4. Not bad at all. Oh, Jesus. So we'll go and pick that one back up. We'll move that snare a little bit. Put him sort of closer over here. Right. We'll take this one. We'll reset the snare. There it is. And this one. Terrain Oda there. It's been a year together for us, and so far, I'm the only one getting the money. What do you mean? What do you mean? Bambi lived, Thumper did not. Hitting too close to home. PJ Salt indeed. Right. Yeah, if Digby doesn't have an okie dokie emote, or like, ha ha, or something.
Oh, yeah.
Misery. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, yeah, enjoy your emotes even. Is the word I was going for. Let's wander inside. So we'll prepare the rabbits, much to Novi's dismay there. Let's go up this way. Novi, well, yeah, it's honestly, if you catch it with a stone, you have to break its neck, mate. You have to open it like a jar of sauce. Like, literally, just grab the top, twist it, like this water bottle here. You just grab it, give it a twist. That's the one. And there you got yourself a nice fluffy snack. Oh, it's morbid. Right. Okay, hello Axeman, how you doing? Let's see here, harvest. So we're going to want to use the knife. This is a knife. And just harvest that shit up. Okay, lovely. One bit at a time. We'll probably just cook these straight away. They really don't have much meat on the bone. It's really for the hide. You do go through it at quite a speed. Yeah, definitely want to whetstone the knife. I think that's going to be a good plan. Drink, hydrate, all of that good stuff. Particularly true with the fact that I've not really drunk much water this morning. Let's Oh dear. That'll do. That is my first allocated 4 Ozzy Osbournes of water for the morning. I'm sure there'll be a couple more. So, that's all of that harvested. We're going to drop the hide and the deer somewhere I can reach it. Sorry, the hide and the food. Hide and the deer. Good name of a good book, that. The Hide and the Deer. I've actually been reading a book, I think I mentioned it once before. I've got it over here. The History of the Panzerwaffe by Thomas Addison, Volume 1, 1939 to 1942. Thomas, you don't have to pay me. I'll plug it for free. It was. I'll read. Lots of pictures. It's a picture book. It's not pop-up, so I can't give it 10 out of 10. But it does have lots of really time-specific pictures. Just the Condor Legion and so forth. All very interesting panzer formations and things like that. And then after I've read it, I can give it to Digby as a present. No, he'd probably read the shit out of that. To be fair, I know I have been. Very interesting. Again, the Blitzkrieg wasn't actually a term used by the Germans, believe it or not. Something that was sort of not a post-war fabrication, but it wasn't really used it wasn't called the Blitzkrieg. I forget what the actual doctrine name for it was. Did I borrow it from Digby's house? No, I'm afraid not. Yep, Thomas, if you're listening, you can pay Novi. Pay Novi instead. Oh dear, burpy burp. So we got all that spare cloth. What is there to do? I think we said we were going to do some whetstoning this morning, didn't we, or this afternoon? Do I have a whetstone still on me? 21 bullets. It's quite a few. Let's see. Got all of this. These water purification tabs are about to go. Why do things have a sell-by date? Really annoying. We don't need to. Do we need to whetstone the knife? Oh, no, just the axe. We'll just whetstone the axe. This one. So our axe here. We've got spare knives, so we'll just keep them because I don't have a spare axe. 5% chance to sharpen the condition or improve the condition of the axe. Sharpening skill increased to 90. 91.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much there too, Grizzly. 15 months. Holy shit. We've got some really OG motherfuckers, like old people in chat here. Pensioners, mate. 15 months. Holy shit. I can't believe I've let alone partnered. Well, I was going to say I can't believe I've been streaming that long. The reality is I really haven't. But that's if you're going to read between the lines. But yeah, 15 months is a hell of a long time. Thank you very much, mate. Holy shit. Okay. So do we do another one? Yeah, go on. We'll go on. We'll do another one. Right then. We'll do that. We'll keep the whetstone with us. It's only 0.10 kilograms. Might as well. Well fed. This is a new one. This is a new buff. You've managed to prevent starvation for 72 consecutive hours. You're full of energy and can carry more gear. You're also better able to face the physical trials ahead, and my condition is increased as a result. Fucking yes, please. More carry weight. How much more carry weight? An extra 5 kilograms? The lords of Hinterland Games, they have been kind to us. We must leave offering. We must leave offering. You are the Dragonborn. I don't know why. It sounded like a Skyrim guard then. It's not happened in centuries, at least. Right. Perfect. That's awesome. So what do we got? We've still got a shitload of like meat and crap and guts and fur and God ever knows what else. Just this stuff. We might as well cook this all up now, because it really goes rancid really quickly, actually. Sounds more like Arnie. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2 fir wood should be enough, question mark, maybe, possibly. Yes, 2 fir wood should be fine. Use a stick. Use a tinder plug. Use one of our manky old cardboard matches. Have you ever thought about playing LA Noire again, or Neo Noire? Neo Noire. The problem is that
yeah,
I already know what happens. Like I know, like if I actually played it, I'd probably forget. But like it's one of those ones. I played it too recently. I would know where like all of the clues and stuff are. It's less detective work and more just going around clicking buttons. But the problem is I'm so far into the campaign that like it would actually take me quite a long time to get back to where I was and all the decisions that I made, because again it's quite I don't know, it's quite recent, all things considered. Jesus, 3 minutes to cook that. Pathetic. Cook this one. Lovely. 21 minutes. Lovely. That there. And then that one. It's 11 minutes and 21. Do the 21. Sorted. Okay, well that was way too much. We'll make some water then, I think. Water. Lovely. Beautiful. Thalis, sorry, 15 months. Holy shit, Thalis. Fucking happy new year to you as well. Thank you very much. Hello, Invader Zim. Welcome, welcome. We know the game too. Just play where you, we know the game too. Just play from where you left off. I can't, as it were, because I have to grind back there. Rockstar Games never put in like a cheat thing, like a, you know, you type unlock or campaign. Like I can't remember what the basically on Arma 3, I know, or Arma 2, sorry, you could type like a special code, like campaign or something like that. If you held like the minus key on your numpad and then typed in like a series of numbers or this word, you could actually unlock the entire Arma campaign, so you could just go to whichever mission you wanted. Like literally, Arma 2 had a cheat code, like of all things. And LA Noire doesn't have anything like that. If I could find a way just to get back to where I was, then like just by like just pressing a button, then that would be great. But the problem is that you have to go through it level by level, and I don't think they added any kind of cheat code or thing, because the story is so plot centric about the decisions that you made. So just having a do not pass go, do not collect £200, skip to level 17, there's so many critical decisions that aren't therefore made by the player, and therefore they didn't add one. Jepson, thank you very much, mate. Enjoy your subs, mate. Enjoy your subs. Enjoy your icons. It's very kind. Cheers, man. They're called level codes. Yeah, that'll do. Think about all those warning shots. I know. I have missed old Terminator Phelps, to be fair. Let's boil these up. It's going to take a little bit of time. Non-potable water. Yeah. Don't think we'll get another one out of it. Or will we? Possibly. Maybe. Never hurts. 42 minutes. Potable water. Yes. There we go. 4 minutes to spare. Wonderful. Drink some of that up. We'll put some back on the shelf. There's a chapter selectors there, but I lost the save, which means none of the chapters are unlocked, if that makes sense. Oh god, these are. Oh well, we might as well use the water purification tabs if they're still usable. Use purifying water. Creates 1 litre. Then use the other one, because these are on 4%. These are about to go anyway, so there we go. And that should give us, yep, 9 litres of potable water. Very nice. Sun's actually just about to go down, which is a little bit annoying. Also, we look at that. We've got that little bit of blue slither on the end of our health bar, an extra 5% health. That's so cool. It's nice having like a positive status effect for a change. I can't remember the last time I had a positive status effect. Good grief. There we go. So it's getting a little bit dark in the cabin here. Come on, you bastard. Find the shelf. Find the shelf. Other bottles of water have gone there before you. You must do the same. Try and shuffle them all up as best I can. Like they might have made the hitboxes a little bit more evil. Yeah, I can't. Oh my god, I can't place anything there. Probably because it's like on the lip of the shelf or something weird. And look at this. I used to be able to put loads of bottles of water in. Hinterland, what have you done? How am I supposed to fill this shelf up with water now? I'll have to put some just on the back here. But yeah, they've really you can't place them that close together at all anymore. Wowee, look at the gap you've got to leave. How am I supposed to pack these onto a shelf? Look at that! It's outrageous. That's outrageous. Got to sort that out, man. You could get a hold of the water bottle in there. Right. What are we doing then? We're going to drop off the food that we've got. We're just going to eat that little bit of rabbit there. We're going to drop off the fresh stuff. We're going to go and grab some rancid stuff. Leave the coffee behind. We might as well take it. It's 0.4 of a kilogram. We've got an extra 5 kg to rock around, so... See you later, Novi. Okay. Oh, hello, Woodscrap. How you doing? I didn't notice you in chat there. How you been, mate? You in good form? Let's go over here. Dump this shit. Right, and then we'll try and find some... Is there any rancid stuff? God knows I love rancid meat. Oh. Oh! Joe's a happy boy. There we go. Any more? A lot of this venison goes bad sort of faster than you think it would, so I'll grab a few mouldy pieces of this. Okay, what are we doing then? What are we doing? Mouldy. There's some mouldy stuff in there. It's so tightly packed around here, it's just too dense. Can't select any of it. So, all things considered, we're sort of just biding our time. I don't have much for us to do. There's not much to explore. There's not many places left to go. I mean, it's one of those ones. We went and, like, pretty much entirely harvested the Pleasant Valley. I'm not sure where we'd go after this. The Pleasant Valley was my bug-out route before. But the thing is that supplies aren't necessarily scarce, but we're starting to feel the effects of looting the areas around us and not moving. We're sort of digging ourselves sort of into a deeper hole here for the point where we have to move, but keeping up until that point reasonably comfortable. I know it's a little bit dark, but all of these supplies, for what it's worth, everything here, there is going to be, at some point, something that runs out. Something that I cannot replace. Up until recently, it was matches. I just want you to think about, obviously, how serious running out of matches is. Fire is water. Fire is cooked food. And while I can survive without food for a little bit in terms of meat, obviously I've got it all pre-cooked and everything like that, water's something I can't do without. I've got a lot stockpiled. But if you run out of something, it means that there's none left, or at least, let's say you couldn't find any more. I can't take this entire base with me. I can't take... Hello? Bibbidi beep. I can't take 4 jerry cans worth of fuel. I can't take, you know, this much firewood, that much firewood. I can't take all of these books that I need to burn. All of these hacksaws, all of this hide, meat, you know. I can't take it with me. Which is just a huge problem when it comes down to it. You know, I've got all of this spare food down here. I've got MREs, wrappers, chocolate bars, and everything. But if I run out of one thing, whether it's my ability to eat, drink, craft, or anything like that, get firewood, make fire, if I run out of one of those things, everything else has to be abandoned and we have to move. Like, if I run out of my ability to make fire here, and I do have the magnifying glass as an absolutely extraneous backup, because making a fire with this fucking magnifying glass is the worst experience of a lifetime. It's like 20% chance to light, if that. On a good day.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, this, everything falls apart. We have gathered everything to one central location so that we can use it more conveniently and we have stockpiles and resources, but eventually they will run out. Now, I used to use my matches quite liberally, and it's something I'm not doing anymore. I used to use just like, well, you know, if I needed to just quickly have a look around the house, just strike a match, off we go, have a wander around. Try and grab some supplies and material, and instead of just lighting up my lantern or something like that. But the problem was it was just striking matches one after the other, trying to get round. I must have been through about 100 matches over this playthrough, more, just using them as a temporary 5-second source of light, and it's so wasteful. Every single match that I struck there was a potential fire that I've wasted, and it's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. So when I went round and grabbed all of these spare cartons of matches and these spare ones up here, the wooden ones, I made sure that I'm not using them wastefully. I'm using them whenever I need to, and I'm keeping these fire strikers of a reasonable condition for emergencies only. Okay, so this is all the rancid stuff. Don't need to eat it just yet. We're going to wake up in the middle of the night unless I can find something to occupy myself with. But it's too dark to do any crafting. I was going to say maybe do some crafting or some reading, maybe manufacture some more arrowheads or something of the equivalent, but nothing really to do outside of that. We're living quite comfortably at the moment. It's difficult to get to this point. We could break up a load of these broken arrows, just to get the arrowheads from them. Let's do that. Actions. Harvest. We've got loads of arrowheads now, by the way. Really good. We ended up finding... we went to a place called the Pleasant Valley. And the Pleasant Valley is obviously a low ground, like a big gorge. Some might call it a valley. It had this farmstead in it, this barn, and it actually had a target, a bow target. A bow and arrow target on the farm, and there were 4 or 5 arrows sticking out of it, or rather there were a couple of arrows sticking out of it, and there were 3 or 4 broken ones on the floor. So we have got an absolute buttload of broken arrows that we can snap the twigs down, and we can use the arrowheads as a means to an end here. Really, really good. Yeah, no worries, Army Pilot. I know a lot of people have been sort of hankering for this. Dead. Is Joe dead kind of thing. Pleasant Valley is not that... I don't know. In fact, actually, you're right. It's not very pleasant. It's a horrible, horrible experience to go to the Pleasant Valley. It's there's just bears everywhere. There's at least 2 or 3 bears, and one of them comes right up to the house, which is like, no thank you. Crow feathers are quite rare as well. We might go in search of some crow feathers. Let's see. Who are you and what have you done with the real Joe? I don't know. What normal service. You know, we could bring real Joe back if you want, chat. We could get real Joe back in. But if you'd rather him stay under there, in the basement, under the bed, you know, handcuffed, bound. We can keep him in there. But we'll leave him in there. How am I doing, big boy? Big boy? I'm doing pretty good, mate. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, so 7 arrowheads. Pitch darkness. That's the shelf. That's the plastic container that we're putting all this stuff in. Old man's beard lichen. Beautiful. All the reishi mushrooms that we need for antiseptic stuff. The rose hips aren't antiseptic stuff. Qualified doctor. Yeah, we'll pop the feathers in here. We don't put the arrowheads in this one. There's something so that crudely resembles an inventory system. Not very well, mind you. There's the drawer. There it is. This is where the arrowheads go. Let's see. Ooh, transfer all to 38. What have we got here? Sleep? Question mark? Maybe, possibly do this. Hello, Satan. Satan's going up to stare at the bin men. You give him some stick, love. Right. Yeah, you sneer at the bin men. You tell them what's up. We'll go for it. Do have a drink or no? Let's get a drink of water in there, and then just eat a little bit, and then we'll go to sleep. Marvelous. It's that last little bit of venison. Who's better at CS:GO? Considering I'm level what? Level 0.3. I'm not even level 1 yet. I would wager. If I was going to choose between Side-Eyed and Wombat, I don't think there's really any contest there. It's going to be Gambit. Yeah, so it's one of those ones. Let's go to sleep. Perfect. Give Satan pets. I will do when she's back from sneering at the binman. Okay. Let's see here. Yes. So, well fed. That's definitely the buff you want. 3 arrows. That one's a little bit low health. We could manufacture some arrows, but it's going to take time. Let's try and stagger out of the house, see if we can't go and gather some more firewood or something. Did you get ignored, Rago? Did I ignore you? Going to try one last time. Will we see the Borderlands 2 campaign sometime soon, or is the idea rejected? I don't know. I haven't really given it any thought. Like I say, I haven't really been. Is it bad? Is it bad? -6 isn't too bad. I haven't really been streaming for the last sort of 4 or 5 months, 5-6 months. Like not on, like really on it at all. So I'm not sure. I might stagger around and check the snares at the back. I'm not sure how far I'll go in this blizzard. I won't go too far from the house. So I mean. I'm game to the idea of doing it. It's just that there's a certain set of logistics that has to be ticked. Hello, frozen rabbit carcass. Wunderbar. Right, let's pop that there. We could probably do with putting another snare out here, if I'm perfectly honest. Wouldn't be a huge deal. We'll go and check the other snares as well. Sort of touchy-feely my way around the canyon. I kind of know the way. Did you check out Stonehearth? Chinny was playing it yesterday. If you want to see bad gameplay. What do you mean, Stonehearth? Sorry, I know what you mean, Stonehearth. But yeah, I can't believe Chinny would be bad at it. I think it's lies and slander. I reckon Chinny did an amazing job. How does Cyanide understand Neville? I actually don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you spend enough time with him, it's like if you have a kid and you spend enough time with them, you can speak, baby. Like they just make noises and you just instantly know what they're trying to say. Like I remember I was trying to watch telly, and he basically dumped. I can't remember the green like steamroller from Bob the Builder, Rolly. Basically put that on my lap and said Dodo play, because you can't say Joe, but so I'm Dodo, so yeah, so he can't say Joe or Jojo, so he says Dodo, and Dodo play. There you go, that's your toy, you are playing. Yeah, you don't like it, you can speak to me manager, kind of. He's Indian, yeah, it could be something to do with the ethnicity, who knows. There we are. That back. No sign of any walls. Can't imagine they'd be really out and about in this weather. Dodo Q, that's right. King Dodo. Conscription, yes, conscription into the National Builders Front. Lovely. Let's get back to the house. You can see it sort of silhouetting there. You've got a good screen. A good screen? There it is. You can see the lights. Lovely. Mind you, the most recent bit of Bob the Builder I've watched is the bloody robot chicken, the Bob the Union scab. I'd recommend watching that if you haven't seen it already. Bob the Union Scab from Robot Chicken. That's on YouTube. That's really a really funny video. Co-opting Santa Claus as well is another really good one. Okay, so we are well fed. A little bit on the cold side, but again, it was a blizzard, you know. Fucking beggars can't be choosers. We'll actually prepare the carcass. We'll make use of the time that we've got tonight. A couple of rabbits to boot. We'll harvest these up, get the hides to cure. Because again, I don't know how many hides on. I don't know how much damage they take. That's a nice squeen you got there, yeah. Elmer Fudd. Right. Hide guts, lovely. You pity any child that has Q as their parent. I'd be the worst. Like, I think you know, a handful of parents try to be cool. No, no such qualms. Pick him up from the school gate in a tweed jacket, mate. Tweed jacket and flat cap. It's my normal attire anyway, so why change? So let's go with a water potable drink. So that's what I call it. I don't ever say, can I have, you know, can I have a glass of water? I go, can I have some water potable drink? Get lots of weird looks. Let's see. We're gonna. That's just 26 calories. Eating this raw could make you sick. I like that tells you. I like it. Should just let you live with your mistake. I thought I cooked it. I have not. Where is the stove? Touchy feely. There we go. A couple of pieces of that. I really don't need a couple of pieces of that. Get reclaimed wood. There we go. Wood stove. Start fire. We'll go tinder plug, stick, and then we'll use the reclaimed stuff, and then we'll cook that up. I find it funny that Q is younger than 90% of his audience. Am I? Am I?
That did it.
I don't know. It's weird because now that's strange because in a weird way, I don't know why. I see most of chat as either the same age or younger than me. I know that sounds weird, but like you never really get to, because obviously most of the time we're just conversing through text. I read chat, you obviously backwards and forwards kind of thing. The voice is deceptive, but I never get any guess as to, you know, your username doesn't say, you know, how old you are, as it were. So I you know, I get the impression, or at least I got the impression that maybe you guys were younger than me, but says a lot about me. Says a lot about you. Says a lot about you, chat. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll just cook that up. How long have we got? An hour and 10. That should be fine. Cook. 25, 26, 27, 32, 43. Jesus, it's like ASL, mate. Physical age, yes, is not equal to mental age. Yep, very true. Jesus, you're all old farts. What's going on? There we go, 19. There we go. I'm with that guy. Lovely. Right. Cook that guy. Let's take that. Let's grab this, cook that up. Kappa face, yeah, that's it. 69. Bletic is 69 years old. You're watching Long Dark Side. I'm like, a bit of crochet. How you doing, Edna? Lovely. Right, okay, awesome. Wow, okay, now I've got a rough idea. It's like, genuinely, that's hilarious. We're all sitting here with our hearing aids on, waving our canes around, yelling at our screen, telling me to get off the fresh-driven snow. Having streams on in the background while working, that's what's going on, yeah. I don't know, it's really weird. I can't really have background streams on. I don't know whether it's because I play, I don't want to say too many sort of atmospheric or narrative-driven games, but if I'm playing, I kind of want to get plugged in. I know that sounds weird. I guess you don't necessarily have to have a stream on while you're playing. You can be doing anything. You can be doing emails or anything like that. You know, you're doing your own thing, drawing or whatever. But I find it distracting. I don't know. Am I distracting? I think I'm distracting. Very distracting. See that thing that you're trying to do that now? You can't do that anymore. I'm talking, you're talking. You can't know. It's getting really annoying now. Just this guy blabbing on your ear. You're trying to get on with whatever you're trying to do, and he just keeps talking a load of nonsense in your ear. You find it really hard to concentrate on that thing that you're trying to do, and you know it's important, but you need to do it. But he just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. You just can't focus. It's irritating, you know. Why won't he shut up? You see. There you go. I'm in your head. Right, there we go. So we'll drop those. Oh, don't eat that. No, okay, we're eating that. That's fine. We've got the fucking manky venison that we need to keep hold of. Was that a moose or was that a creaking floorboard? What was that? Can you be quiet already? There you go. Lovely. So what I sort of standing here like Christopher Columbus. Less Christopher Columbus, more Leif Erikson. Wearing more pelts, I think. Really not much going on. The vast cold expanse of Great Bear Island. Just this waste. And then the snow. Lovely. What is it like being mentally the oldest member of ZF? I don't know. I really don't know. It's like I genuinely think, like, I mean, it's scary to think that, like, bloody. It took me ages to figure out. Like, I know Cramps is OG. He's not in the clan anymore, but it took me ages to even have a guess that Cramps was in his 40s, in his 50s. He's an old man. Cramps has grandkids. It shocked me desperately. I didn't realise he was that old. Like, he's an old bean, and I haven't talked to him in a very long time. And if this message, through the divine, machinations of this world, ever does find its way to him, Cramps, come back, man. I want someone to play World of Tanks with. Where are you? The Jug of Doom. I've got it here. Come back. No, it's one of those ones. He's an old geezer. Really funny as well, and he's Asian. Didn't know that either. He's an Asian guy as well. He sounds like some. I was going to say, sounds like some fucking 40-year-old white EDL guy, with the St. George's Cross hanging out of his window all year round. But he's actually an Asian fella. He's a 40-year-old Mr. Miyagi, and it's great. Let's see whether there's any feathers round by this carcass here. Could go on like a feather patrol. Let's see here. Any feathers. They get rarer and rarer, these drops. We can go out to the lake. We'll go out to the lake and have a look. It's apparently really fucking cold. Just a, brisk minus 17 degrees centigrade. It's starting to get really cold in our playthrough now. Really, really cold. Go over this way. I'm going to have to... I might actually have to double back. I don't have any real sort of fire-making equipment. I've got that, but no sticks or anything. I could go... Yeah, we'll double back to the house. We'll wait for it to be a bit warmer. Really didn't expect it to be this cold. He does look like a farm. What do you mean the voice is now ruined? How dare you? Loads of people do think that I sound way differently. They imagine that I have the world's most finely trimmed mustache. I can't grow a mustache. I was bald as the day I was born. I can't... I just literally I had nothing. The voice can be deceptive. There we go. Okay. It's not actually that bad, Professor Eddie. It's really cool. It's difficult, don't get me wrong, it's difficult to get into. Don't start with boldness, it upsets the crowd. Yes, I forgot they're all sort of post 40 years old, aren't they? That's the one. I forgot. Sorry, controversial. Yeah, I think this voice comes from a unique, because I don't come from a particularly, you know, lavish area of I mean, I live in Birmingham, for Christ's sake, you know what I mean? Like, it's you buy a t-shirt and you look at, yeah, whether it's got like an inner layer of Kevlar, it's like, oh, that's really nice, thank you. Pair of socks and a bulletproof vest, thank you very much. No, it's like, I don't come from not from the Royal Borough or anything like this. This is Great Bar, you know what I mean? There's a supermarket over there. It's not a lavish area. It's like, it's one of those ones. Like, I went to a really rough school as well, and the first time I remember the very first time I opened my mouth, I was sitting there. It's Jake Cutmore was his name. It was in year 7. It was the first lesson of me starting a new school in year 7, and we were all the like, as the staff, the teacher provided all of the things, a ruler and a calculator, whatever like that. And I said, "Could you pass me the calculator?" He just said, "Oh, you're a right push twat, ain't you?" Just immediately, I was devastated. My life was ruined from henceforth. So yeah, that was yeah, never quite got over that. Never quite got over that. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna eat some of that. Right, so we got some firewood. I'm loving this like whole like extra health thing. That works. That works for Joe. We just got to warm up a little bit. We might just have a itsy bitty sleep, just to try and get our condition back up to full. When he says itty bitty sleep, it's 6 hours. A nap. Lovely. Well, there we go. There's most of the morning gone. That's too real for me right there, waking up and thinking, oh, I can't wait to start the day at 3:30. It's just too real, too real. Lovely. Okay. Oh, the weather's actually reasonable. Only -27. LVF just stalked the dude. Oh my god. Can't stalk the dude. Well, you don't know whether it's the Jake. I guess you should. I guess I should be more careful about that. So I get that. I could have the, you know, just slides out from under me wardrobe. Just the information commissioner. Warning. You've been handing out people's private information. Very, very sorry, information commissioner. Here's a biscuit. Back under you go. Did somebody say data governance? Right. Ooh, cedar limb. Yes, please. Right then. We'll go over this way. Right. We'll go up and over this way. High on life. Just listening to stuff. Am I tired, or does Q sound like he drank a bit? No, I'm in a... Ooh, hello. There's a pupper down there. He can smell me as well. He's coming this way. He wants a visit. This is a big cedar limb. Look at the size of this fucker. It's 5. 5 of them. Yes, please. That's a good haul, as it were. We'll take that back to the house. 150 bits there from Amostad. Get that pupper. Oh, I don't want to get that pupper. I've got too much pupper meat at home. I can't kill any more puppers. Oh. Ah, one puppery boy. Leave me alone, pupper. I don't... Not that I can kill the pupper, but I really don't need to. We'll go back and we'll manufacture some more arrowheads. We'll grab the rabbit that's down here. Bunny hop. Just fall down the hill. Oh dear. I think he's lost interest, actually. I don't think he's going to come down. Well, he might. Grab this. Hoi! Been out here for a little while, it looks like. 37% frozen. We'll check the other one behind the house as well. Oh, don't say yawn. Oh, you arsehole. Oh, good. Actually, I hate you. Absolutely hate you. that was unbelievable. Holy shit, that was a bad one. That was eyes closed. Holy crap. Right, we'll check the back of the house, we'll check the snares. Jeez, you stop. What have you done? What have you done? Oh dear. We need Cube Yawn. We actually do. I'll probably PM Boo Boo today. Emotes, folks. I need ideas for emotes. What was it? There was obviously Cube Yawn. There were a couple of really good ones. What emotes could we do? I need to like put in a request for batch numero 3, because they take a couple of months to produce, so it's worth just getting them sorted.
Yeah.
Cube Blind. Now that's a good one. One into the snare. Oh, you're an 8. Oh, just past his head. A yawn emote. Yes, Cube Yawn could be a thing. The other snare? The other snare's got a rabbit. He's like literally culling the rabbit population around here. Oh, come on. Into the snare. Into the snare. Oh, you anus! Come on. That was so close. You little fucker. Oh, just past his head. Should have waited. Well, I don't want to totally fuck up my arrows. He's earned living for now. He's allowed to live. We'll give him that. Did I fuck an arrow off somewhere? It like rolled down here. Hate losing arrows. Mum, I've lost an arrow. Where did that go? Cube Lurk, yes, Cube Lurk. Somebody write these down. Somebody write these down, because I'm trying to find this fucking arrow. Where did it go? I had 3. Now I've got 2. Cube Drunk is a very good idea. I just don't know where this reputation's come from. Not a drunk man. Not a drunk man. Took a vow of celibacy in terms of drink. I don't know what I've done with that arrow. I really don't. Little arsehole. I have no idea where it's gone. Vow of Sobriety, that's the one. OU Anus, Quebec 2018, yeah. Let's see. Right, well, I guess we're just condemned. I suppose we've got 30 odd other arrowheads. Shame to waste them, but what can you do? Okay. Why are you using rabbits on arrows when rocks work fine? I don't have any rocks. Cue upset. Very sad. Okay, so we got ourselves. Look at these. Look at this. Beautiful. So let's carve all of these guys up. Again, I don't know how much the hide, if you like. Or I think we should just keep these on us for now. Let's make some more arrowheads or some arrow shafts. Cured, not maple. We want birch. There we go. We want to go here, and we want to make some more arrow shafts. Use the knife. Yes, we'll use the knife. Oh dear. Lovely. Got some of those, and then we could make some arrows. Yeah, let's do that. We got 3 arrow shafts. Need 9 crow feathers and 3 arrowheads. Do that. 9 and whoop. Let's grab this. 1.5 hours per piece, but they should last, provided I don't fuck them off into the trees. Lovely. Thank you very much, Lacrosse, there for the host. Cheers, man. Q Submerge. Ooh, submarine themed. That's cool. So Cube Blind, Cube Lurk, Cube Yawn. These are all good ones. Not sure what else. Cube Drunk. Cube Drunk was a suggested one. Lovely. Let's get a bit of drink in there. A bit of drunk. Ah, here we go. Oh, there we go. Jane, bringing it home. God. So we've got Cube, Drunk, Lurk, Steel, Satan, Blind, Derp, Yawn, Carry, Sad, Lewd, Submerge, and Whale. Fucking hell, it's a big list. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we've made, I think, what was that? Was that 1 arrow in that time? Oh no, did we make 3? Yeah, made 3. yeah, totally did that. Cool. Well, we've got to go and eat something. Got this. Ooh, look at that. 22%. You can, the mold just adds something. Okay. Cube Novi. Oh, cat goggles, yes. Cube Novi. Oh. God, whoever said Cube Yawn or like Yawn has actually ruined my life. You've ruined it. I'm tired now. I wasn't tired. It's the yawn. It's. Said the word. Don't say the word. Oh, fucking jeez. Never say the word. Right. What are we doing? We'll eat this one. Let's see then. So we got all of that. I'm not really going to be able to sleep through the night, if I'm honest. It's not. I'm not that tired in game. Choices. We'll sleep and then we'll see where that gets us to. Lovely. We basically possessed Q with psychic powers. Does not want these psychic powers. Yeah, we'll harvest these. Sorry, Novi, you've got back just in time for us to murder. Well, that's already happened. More rabbits. There we go. I feel a bit like what's his? I can't believe I can't remember. What's his name from The Office? Oh, Dwight Schrute. That's the one. It's like fucking where he's at that party. He's just like having. She doesn't know how to skin a goose or something like that. And he's like, Cindy, you gotta grab it. You gotta get the knife in the spine. You gotta pull it down. You gotta keep it. It's like being just that total, just inappropriate. More ideas: sushi, rage, and football. We're not having a cube football emote. We are not doing that. Absolutely. Okay, we might do that. That's actually pretty funny. So wood stove. Let's see. Well, actually, let's drink first. I do not have any water. The telephone is going. Do bear with me, uno momento, while I answer this call. Yeah, it was the information commissioner. He says he's run out of biscuits. You'll have to buy his silence later. Okay. Cube abandonment. Cube trip. That's it. Sorry, Q. I didn't mean to. I'll hang up. Yeah. Yeah, it was Novi. Yeah, Novi rang. Okay. Let's start a fire. Go this way, and we need some sticks. Where are the sticks? There they are. Start fire. Tinder plug. Stick. Off we go. Lovely. Goodness gracious. Joe's a very tired boy now. Look what you've done. Just wanted to say hello. Well, hello, Novi. There we go. How are you? Are you doing alright? How is Miss Novi this morning? Let's get this all on the hob, as it were. So, cook, we're going to go with Gammy Rabbit here. We're going to get that on the stove. Oh, 2 minutes to cook. Salmonella ahoy. My favourite. Right, I get that. Cook. We'll go here. There. Do. Grab that one. Pop that there. This here. That one there. Cook again. Lovely. Doing alright. Again, I don't really have any plans outside of this. Like, this is it. Just standing here. Cooking rabbit. This is it. This is as high octane as it gets here on the Long Dark. Let's go over here. Let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where is the way out? There's the fire. Let's use the CSI. So the fire's that way, which means the door is this way. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I do need to get a drink. I'll get some water in a minute. We'll just drop this off out here. Some of the fresh stuff. Pop him down. Yeah. Just grab some more manky stuff. Gamey. See any of the nasty stuff. Moldy. Oh, yes. Some moldy wolf meat as well. Oh, I saw rancid. I'll drop the moldy one back. It's not even 58% is lavish. Can't be scoffing at 58. Right. And look at this. Like a beacon of light, it has lit up the water bottles for me to see. Marvelous. Right. So we'll grab one of those. Grab one off the top. Yeah. And then what can I do? It's very sort of not quite late, possibly, maybe, yeah, in the day. His Majesty King Q. Where does this come from? King Q. Lovely. Drink. We'll get into the sack, and we'll have a sleep. Just for as long as the game will let us, and then we'll just bide our time. We'll have an explore, see what's going on. Can you see anything outside the windows? No, Professor Reddit. It's like it's a bit like Fallout's buildings or like Skyrim's buildings. When you like click on the door, you're teleported to like a separate space, which is the building's interior. So you can't like look through the windows out. It's not rendered in that way. Okay. So, very early morning. We still have rabbit hide and guts and things on us, don't we? Yeah. A few actually. We'll just we'll come over here to where I'm dropping the rabbit hides. We'll drop them all down. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and loads of guts, which is fine. So we'll put these in the guts corner. Ooh, no, not the bedrock. Leave cabin. See what the weather's like. Separate instances. That's the word. Words. It says Womble is hosting Quebec. I would have thought Womble would have been on by now. Where is Womble? Where has he gone? I would have thought I thought I was going to be overlapping with him. Let's see. What is there to do today? Is it on? I don't think Womble's hosting me, is he? Surely he'd be on about now. Oh no, I guess he isn't. He is very much offline. He felt like editing. Ah, fair enough. Womble is a no-show today. How dare he? How dare he? Edberg streaming there. What's Edberg streaming? Is Edberg on League today? Is he on PUBG? Or is he play? What is it? Is he? What's he been playing recently? Rings of Elysium. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It looks kind of not to knock it, but it looks like a sort of second-rate sort of Dota. Not Dota. Come on, Joe. Find the name of the game. Think, scratch your brain. Diablo. Looks like a second-rate Diablo. Well, again, not to knock it either. Is it actually quite good? Is he playing Path of Exile today? Knock off PUBG. No, it's Rings of Elysium. Would you say that was a knock off PUBG, or is it? Oh, am I getting it confused with Path of Exile? Just ignore me. I'm having a senior moment. I really am. At 21. I forget I said anything. We'll go back. Redo. Control Z. Get me out of here. What we're going to do, we're going to zigzag away through a few of the carcasses that I know, just to try and grab some more feathers. Rings of Elysium is just a shittier version of PUBG. It's a battle royale game. Good morning, Catler. Nice to see you're awake after our 5 AM fucking Total Warhammer fucking session. Jesus. Oh, look at that. Gold dust. The Lord smiles on me. Yes. Okay, we're going to check the other dead bodies that we have around. There's a few. I'm fucking dead, but I want to kill more humans. Fair enough. How about the culling? Ugh. I didn't play the culling even when the culling was on. Like I didn't like the culling at all. Like when the culling was like hot, when that was the thing. I didn't. No, I didn't. I wasn't on that bandwagon. I've never been on the bandwagon. I think once upon a time, Edberg bought me PUBG. He said, "Here's PUBG, come and play it." And I said, "Yeah, I'll install it," and then never installed it. I just fucking. Oh, Jesus! Jesus is a friend of mine. You know, he's helping me find the feathers. Lovely. Oh my god, rabbits ahoy! Ding 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 ding! Ring the dinner bell! Fucking hell, look at this! Culling! I'm actually getting paid by the council to hunt rabbits. Is it Sean Locke, the comedian? No, it's Hunt Badgers, was it? So no, I took great pride in knowing that every time I pulled that trigger was another 100 quid in the bank, or something like that. It's just totally hilarious. Actually, I love Sean Locke as a comedian. Really, I don't know what your sort of favourite comedians are. Sort of a bit of food for thought there. So I don't know what people think of Sean Locke. He's kind of a light sort of Frankie boy. Oh hello, sunshine. Well, he's fucked off. I'll just go round. And just keep an eye on him. But yeah, it's like yeah, Sean Locke really does make me laugh. Mate, I love Sean Locke. He's fucking amazing. It's like I can't remember exactly what he said. It was something along the lines of he gets asked. He's on 8 out of 10 Catsters countdown. Again, you'll either know that program or you won't. Look at this! It's so nice losing so many arrows because you just find them as you walk round. Oh, awesome! Oh, I'm so happy. That's 1 in, 1 out. Sorry, yeah, where were we? Yeah, he says, so he gets asked, you know, what do you find most fulfilling in life? And he goes, oh, you know, the first day of spring, coming home to a full mousetrap. Oh, you know, it's just like, oh, so like just a really sort of grim Frankie Boyle light. I think of him as like sort of still able to broadcast before 9 o'clock. Frankie Boyle. Okay. Any feathers? Any feathers for Joe? Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Check the long grass. There's another one. Just leave me alone, alright? I'm busy. I'm busy trying to... Oh. No peace and quiet. They don't want to attack me, though, either. They're getting, like, mixed signals. There we go. Do I mark my way back with arrows? Yeah. Let's see. Any feathers around the sky? I don't think there will be. No feathers here. Can you leave me alone? Just literally, you're just following me at this point. Do you want a pet or something? Befriend the wolf. I'm just going to wander off this way. I don't really mind. He's keeping sort of a reasonably safe distance, to be fair. So sing a song or something. I don't know. Board Gamer UK, how are you finding the update? I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. The new UI I like. I like having sort of a persistent UI at the top. I'm extremely grateful for the well-fed thing. Really grateful for that. Because that just helps carry stuff. The amount of items that they've got in the game, it's difficult to get it all in your pocket. So having an extra 5 kilograms without the need of a moose satchel, or without the moose satchel, is nice on its own. With the moose satchel, it's awesome. Like the new UI, can take a little bit of getting used to. It feels sort of very Xbox friendly, if that's if I could describe it in a feel. But I don't dislike it at all. No, I don't know. I don't know what I would do differently, so therefore I will just say that I'd like it. So I don't have any issues with it. What else do I like about this update? What else do I like about this update? Oh, the hat. The rabbit skin hat. He's getting a bit closer. Go away. Go away.
Looks like a new day is done.
Oh, he's very chipper, considering he's being tracked by a wolf through the woods. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's pretty good. So yeah, I've got nothing. Yeah, nothing too heinous to say about the update. It's nice. It's nice to have a plus. No, they've not just made it harder. So it's like here is a reasonably helpful buff that you can get. Not cabin fever. Board Gaming there says, it's one of my favourite games to watch. I really wanted them to push on with the 3rd chapter, but it seems like they kind of had to rework the starting 2 chapters. Yeah, I think I haven't played the story mode. In all fairness, it doesn't personally. Why are you following me? It doesn't personally click with what I think. Oh, there's another wolf down there. Target acquired. Helm turn left, bearing 270. Oh, he's going to go for that rabbit now. MOSS away! He took the bait. Right, we're going up this way. Hello, Monk, how you doing? No, yeah, it's pretty good. Man, you gotta hydrate. I gotta hydrate. Hang on. I gotta walk and undo the lid with one hand. Strong fingers. Go. Yes. No. Not working. Just literally twisting the rubber seal on the top. Oh, we're gonna have to admit defeat. Lovely. Sacrifice has been given. Blood has been paid. So I'm feeling like being a bit of a pirate today and ordering in a pizza. Just to. I was going to say just to eat, as if like that needed any clarification at all. To hang on my wall, like I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to say just to eat. Yeah, I don't know what to have on it. It's a tricky one. I'm not sure what pizza I fancy. Yeah, this is this survival game is really well done, isn't it? A pizza to hunt, yeah. Pineapple. Petra needs to go. Someone, take him away. The men in white coats will be round shortly, Petra. You goddamn heretic. Heresy. Let's have a look. Something in mushrooms. I'm not that big of a fan of mushrooms and pizza. I know that sounds weird. I don't mind mushrooms like in a curry. And I know that might sound weird, but I don't. But in pizza, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. Barbecue is the best, no question. People who have pineapple should be shot at dawn. Pistols, Flintock, out by the bay. Pepperoni? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm really not sure what I fancy. Go inside. So we've got a little bit of firewood. We've got some feathers. That was the point of today's outing. Certainly was. Barbecue is the best. Hot and spicy. That's the one. Board Gamer says, yeah, it's really well balanced. Though out of thought out. Sorry, board. It's not you. It's me. You know it's not you. I can't read. Don't worry about it. It's not a cash grab. It's nice that they've sort of stuck with it and updated it. Board, do you like the house? Do you like the house? Look at this. Look at this shit. Board. Took me a long time. This is stalker difficulty. Took me a while. I was gleeful. Look at this. You can't even see the floor under those guts. I absolutely love this house. It's awesome. And also, it's very dark in here, though, which I guess is fair, considering there's no lights or anything. Let's see here. Harvest. He approves. It's so ordered. Yeah, don't believe that for a second. It's only on the surface it's ordered. The rest of it's an absolute shit show. Right, we'll harvest those up. Lovely. Hawaiian pizza. Let's see. That one. Maybe. You do not approve of pineapple on pizza, though. Well, you've still got your sanity then. It's not to the. You're not off to the funny farm yet. You monsters, yeah. I think that's right. Let's see. What are we doing? Do we want to light up another fire? Possibly. Maybe. Perhaps yes. Let's do that. Stick. Get that in there. And then we'll just grab a piece of reclaimed wood. Because it doesn't take much to cook these, so we can literally do anything with them. Oh. Satan the cat. Have the bin men been round? Right. What?
Turned out
Come on
pretty
over.
well.
Come on up. What do you want? Looking for a fuss, aren't you? You sausage. Come on, off you go. There we are. Yeah, Willow, Satan. Yeah, the cat isn't actually called Satan. The cat's called Willow. Yeah, I do have to clarify that sometimes. They're like, you mean Satan? Yes, Satan. Put that up. On the bar, 21, 16, 31. Lovely. Should peter out in about 9 minutes. Excellent. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll drop off the intestines over there. We've got a buttload of rabbit hide curing over here. I think that's pretty damn good, to be honest. Not sure what else we're going to do in this adventure here. I'm not sure. We're really just biding our time. As I say, with our last supply run, there's not much that needs doing. We just go around, we just harvest materials and supplies that come about. Feathers. Feathers is always a good one. Always need more feathers. Always need more feathers. Lovely stuff. Let's just... I need some more slack microphone cable. There we go. So, let's pop these away. Feathers, another 4. They're actually really rare, these feathers. Like, they only come from carcasses. So unless you're making, like turning everything into a battlefield, it's yeah, they are quite few and far between. Got so much of these rose hips and reishi mushrooms and things. Need to like burn through them. The end objective of the game, Ajax, at least in this version, or at least in this mode, is just to survive for as long as you can. Thank you very much there. Awesome for some. For fucking hell, 9 months. Holy shit, dude. Well, thank you very much, sir. Oh yeah, it's it's one of those ones. You have to. Sorry, I totally lost. I don't know whether you could tell. I totally lost my train of thought there. You have to survive for as long as you can in this mode. This is the survival mode. The alternative is story mode, which has like a story-driven narrative, a campaign. The only thing that I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of in the campaign, and I know it was very hastily assigned. I know that seems a shame, but I feel like they more than likely have changed it. I feel that the linearness of a story-driven sort of campaign was quite evident in that. If the story mode gives you a gun, chances are there's going to be something to shoot. If it gives you a bow and arrow, chances are there's going to be something to shoot. If you find a storm lantern with a bit of lantern fuel, chances are there's going to be a dark bit coming up, like a cave or something. You know, that kind of, you know, plot point A to plot point B kind of thing. The randomness of it, I just didn't. I like this game because there's luck and there's like this. I'd call it skill. I don't know what I'd call it. Luck, I guess. Just complete luck in my case. To find things at the right time and use things that you don't have and sort of meld things that you do have that aren't necessarily applicable but try to make an advantage out of them. That's the trick. And I've just felt like the story mode didn't really have that. Like, it just felt like things were fed to you as you needed them by the story, because that's how the story goes, kind of thing. If things were spawning there because they were spawning there, not because divine fate have decided to give you a tin of beans at the right time, or whether it didn't give you a tin of beans at the right time. Like, that was the thing. So it's one of those ones. I was a bit like not as impressed with it as some people. I definitely don't think it was bad, but I just feel the survival mode does the job so much better. Wintermute, I think this is, or no, Wintermute's the campaign. So this is just the sandbox. But yeah, it's just, I just feel like the sandbox just does it better. Just you drop in the world, there isn't a story, there's not a character, you are you, your plan, your survival tactics, how you do it is yours. You can go anywhere, there's no linear, it's not on rails, not on tracks, you can go anywhere, you don't have to go from point A to point B. The only thing you need to worry about is making it to the next day with your eyes open. And that's the real trick. I feel that conveys this survival game so much better. If I actually talk into the microphone as well, that might actually be a little bit better. It's just pointing over my shoulder. So yeah, it's one of those ones. It's I like it, but I think it could be better. Or not better. Again, I'm being too harsh on it. It's good. We'll leave it at that. We'll just eat that there. Okay. You're also on a time limit with the story modes because of how the limited size of the maps are. When a lot of the quests are gather resources and give to NPCs, which are remove the resources from the map, you have to work very, very fast and it feels rushed. Have I ever tried Subnautica? No, I've never tried it. And the problem is that I'm as much a I say it in the loosest possible definition, content creator, he says, air quoting with his fingers. Content creator. I'm as much a content consumer as I am a content creator, and I have watched people play Subnautica to death. Like, I think it looks like a cool game, but it's I've seen it done. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for me. I know what all the bosses are. I know the story. Like, it's one of those. I wouldn't be playing it for any other reason than to just for the sake of playing it. Like, I don't know, I feel like the sort of the wonder and discovery and the mystery of the deep, dark ocean is lost on me, because I know what happens, which is a shame. I know it doesn't get over, like, the element of fear, like, still stumbling across a Reaper Leviathan in Subnautica is exactly the same as, you know, stumbling into a bear in this. There's a, you know, a bit of, like, you know, a bit of, oh shit, and then fucking run for your life kind of thing. But I don't know, I just feel like the wonder would be lost on me. Live debugging is content too, exactly. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. Sometimes it feels as though you've consumed the content, though you've never played it yourself. I just feel like that. Yeah, the discovery in this, exactly what's crap. Discovery in Subnautica is part of the fun. Like, because without the discovery, without the venturing into the unknown, it's literally just taking your knife, hacking at little rocks to see what minerals you get to build a base or to build the big submarine or the sea moth and the big one. So it's one of those ones. I probably will play it at some point. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'll just go, piss. I'll just do it. But until then, I don't know. I just feel like it's I've consumed that content. Yeah, exactly right. What about Soma? I love Soma. I don't know why I banged the desk then, like some fucking weird bureaucrat. No, I love Soma. Like, that's the only game I've ever applauded at the end. I fucking, holy shit, did it pull on my heartstrings at the end? Whoa, my god. Now, I was devastated. Like, unless that ending came through. Like, although there was some confusion about the ending, my interpretation of the ending is different to my little brother's. I obviously played the game, and my little brother watched the game, but how we perceived the ending was different, which is interesting because obviously the ending ends the same way no matter what. But he perceived it because, like, first of all, if you've never heard or played of Soma, boy, is it a headfuck. Like, it's confusing. I'd recommend, if you've never watched it, either getting it or watching like a no commentary let's play of it or something like that, or no commentary playthrough or walkthrough. Those are quite cool. I don't want to say what my perceived ending of it was, but I perceived it as being a good ending. A good ending. But my little brother perceived it as a bad ending. And that's about as much as I could say, without giving too much away from the plot. Soma was free on GOG a couple of weeks ago. Soma is one of the best games I've played in the last 10 years, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say so. It's like, I haven't played a game that was less terror. Like, I would say there's a distinction between terror and fear. Terror is seeing the monster, going, ah, and running for your life. Fear is like the monster not being there and you still being terrified of it. Like, I think I'd say that's the difference. Like, and getting fear right in a game, like, I felt like I was on edge. I was on edge for the whole of Soma, and the story was really interesting. Like, it was like, I didn't want to play because I was scared like a big puss, but I wanted to know the story, and so you forged on as a result of that, which was really cool. Dread's the right word. Dread. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Dread and fear. Yeah, or dread and terror. I don't know. Take your pick of the two. Terror is the confrontation. Fear is the anticipation. Yeah, and then dread, existential dread of bumping into the fucking the weird what's the WoW? That's it. The WAU. I never really understood the WoW. I think maybe I missed a couple of terminals or something in my desperate clasp of trying to get to Theta. But I just, yeah, I didn't quite understand what the WoW was. I knew principally what it was, but not how it got there or anything like that. Whether it was found or whether it was manufactured or created, I just can't remember. I seem to remember that they found an element or like some kind of goo, and then they tried to manufacture it or turn it into like some kind of resource, and it ended up going badly. I think that the thing with Soma's ending is the protag is a bit dumb. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know. To be fair, I felt like it closed off okay. I felt like it was all right. I love the premise for the game though, like just the setting. It makes you feel sorry for him, yeah. The cursed golden werebear, yeah, the werebear. Right, let's drop off this little bit of rabbit meat out here. What's the time, actually? It's 1:10. If I'm going to order a pizza, it's going to get here for about 2 o'clock. So I think, folks, after me ranting for the last 20 minutes, I'm going to call that a morning there. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes now, and I like to keep the VODs sort of reasonably bite-sized. So I'm gonna bid you all a good morning, I think, or a good afternoon. Cue waffle indeed. Let's drop these over here. So yeah, that's it for the moment. Should do spoiler streams where we can free discuss the endings to games and films and things. Yes. Okay, yeah, night guys. Damn it! Now I want pizza. Yeah, I know. Apologies. Chat did make me yawn though, and they've fixed the rifle. Yes. It stays on the wall. Okay, so in terms of what I'm streaming next, I think I'm streaming this evening for Divinity. If memory serves, I think that's still on. So I shall catch you all at 8 o'clock tonight. That is in about 7 hours, 6 hours, 50 minutes, something like that. You can Google it. 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We've obviously unlocked the village vendors now. Loads of money to steal. Oh, I've got to play with a couple of the spells that I need to rejig around, obviously for the sake of utility and what have you. But I need to make sure I've got the points distributed properly and that I still do enough damage while still having the utility to be this weird rogue hybrid tank that the life that I'm living at the moment, which is just super weird. But what can you do? So yeah, that's it from me for now. So I'll bid you all a good morning. Again, if I don't catch you later, I will catch you next time, as I say, if you're not going to be around this evening. Have a good day, a good morning or afternoon or whatever, wherever you hail from. And yeah, I shall catch you later. Thanks very much for coming. Thank you very much for pizza suggestions. Thank you very much for emote suggestions as well. Very, very big deal. I'll get in touch with Boo Boo today at some point, or at least I'll fling her an email or a message. Thank you to everybody who subbed, everybody who dropped in today for a sub. That's very, very kind. Thank you to everybody who dropped in bits as well. There's a handful of people who put in some bits today. That's very, very generous of you as well. And I think that pretty much wraps us up full circle. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.